shut up and
Hi, here we go.
I got a baby blown over with a demon inside me.
Mad Tech Industries, the official Cerakoter.
Therapy Range is proudly sponsored by Cocaine Bear Piss.
You like
We
that?
produce and ship only the most royal class of products. We work with only the finest hosts for our kingly line of merchandise. Style matters, you motherfuckers.
Style does matter, you motherfuckers.
What?
Oh, yeah, I turned on YouTube and Facebook tonight, too, so we probably just got struck on YouTube.
Yeah, you can't say MFers.
But I want to say MFers.
Oh.
You stupid MFers. I hate you people at YouTube. I hope you get fucking camel lice in your ball hairs.
Jeez.
May the crabs of 1,000 camels make refuse in your pubic hair. You sons of bitches. At YouTube. I'm specifically talking to you, you cocksucker. You know I'm talking to you. You're the motherfucker over there all the time with your finger on the fucking contraband button. You're wiping my boy's videos off when he ain't done nothing wrong. You're fucking with me over here. You're fucking with everybody else over there. I'm talking to you, you little pencil neck, virgin ass, balls not dropped yet cocksucker.
What the fuck? Yeah, you know that got booted.
I feel so much better. How the hell you doing, Andy? We got Andy live on location from Michiganistan.
Yes.
Gretchen Whitmer is a man.
Yes, definitely in Michiganistan. That's horrible.
Oh, it's absolutely horrible. You know what's worse, though?
No.
The cocksuckers at YouTube that like to ban people and strike their videos.
I'm going to have to go on YouTube, see if I can't see your show over there.
See if they've pulled it yet?
Yeah.
Like, oh, hell no. Hell no. We already told that dude that he knows Sarge. He can't record over here. You know, you can't do that shit on YouTube. You can't say that on YouTube. And yet, it's been said. Demonetized.
Well, hey, I'm one of the people on there.
Hey, there we go.
Out of one person.
1 out of 1.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't go live on YouTube very much, so there's nobody over there really expecting it, even though like 5,000 people should have just got a notification, but, you know.
Yeah, that doesn't usually happen. There, I got you on Rumble and on YouTube. It's different when I'm not the one doing a live stream or
trans streamer.
Yeah, doubling your.
He's a trans streamer.
I don't know exactly.
He's a bi streamer. He's streaming by 2 websites.
No, just one. I think
What's going on in the chat? Wow, we got Salvin's already over here. What's up, my brother? Like you ain't had enough of us yet?
Oh, weekend.
Always survives in the live chat and in the room with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we did the we kicked it here at the Brown County Hunting and Fishing Expo this year, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked about my thoughts on the show all fucking weekend. You know, everybody under their brothers heard about what I had to say, but what are your thoughts, Andy? I mean, what do you think? Is there anything you think I could do better, do different, do?
Probably just be location, really. Right, like you said. How would you get 3,000 people in there? You can't park them all.
Yeah,
it seemed like every time 100 people came in there, 200 cars showed up somehow. Right. I don't know how the hell that works, but
well, I mean, there's like, I don't know, dude. It was like there was a whole lot of people showed up by themselves. Yeah. You know, like nobody carpooled. You know,
yeah. There was a lot of cars every time there was a little rush. There was a lot of cars. Otherwise, though, pretty good show. Yeah.
I mean, everybody seemed to be happy. You sold almost everything on your table. I mean, granted, you didn't have that much stuff.
Yeah, with your help towards the end there. I needed some help towards the end there. Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, sometimes you just got to get up and walk around and talk to people. I mean, there's been a lot of times at different shows where, you know, my sales are down. You know, back when the flags were my predominant item of sale, I would grab a flagpole and zip tie one of my flags to the flagpole and put like 10 of them in my cargo pockets and just take off walking at whatever event that I was at.
Yeah.
And when people would ask me about the flag, or they would compliment it, like, "Hey, dude, that's cool. I dig it. Hey, I got a pocket full of them, $10, and I would freaking take a day that sales were garbage and turn them into something that wasn't garbage.
Yeah.
So kind of the same thing with your ammo, man. I mean, you said you wanted to sell it. You were selling it below retail price, which means that for a vendor, well, why wouldn't I buy that? If you just want to get rid of it, you're not worried about making any money off of it. If you're going to let me make money off of it, well, sure, I'll buy that from you.
Yeah. Well, I took that money then and switched it into different ammo. That's what I did.
Right. And I
But,
understand what you were doing, but
Yeah.
and you had relatively nothing in it.
No, yeah. Some of that.
Yeah, I mean, he
some
got
that
some
was
of it
next to
for
nothing.
almost nothing. So
Yeah.
why not? If
Yeah.
you don't need it, turn it into what you want.
Hell yeah. It worked out. Definitely worked out.
For any of the vendors that did attend, if you guys are watching the live stream, my hat's off to everybody for coming out and participating, doing what we all need to be doing what we do, making it as easy on me as you could. I don't think any vendors complained about anything except for the portable tens unit. There was a company out of Missouri contacted me and wanted me to let them have a booth there. And they sell these small tens units. They're designed for like while you're out in the woods hunting or in a deer stand or a deer blind or something. You hook this thing up and get yourself a little freaking deep tissue massage while you're sitting there waiting on Bambi to come along for dinner. And that guy, he was a little difficult to work with. He made things challenging for a moment. But Paul, being the problem solver that he is, he therapied his way right through that. Wasn't
That's
too
awesome.
big a deal.
Yeah. Some people just there for Saturday. Some people there just for Sunday. But
You got you an epic deal on some ammo.
today, yeah. Oh no, yesterday.
Yeah,
too,
yesterday, man.
for range ammo.
Yeah, the range ammo, Midwest Ammunition. Anybody not familiar with them, you can check them out online, Midwest Ammo. They
Can't
came
buy it
out.
online though.
No, they're
That's what
never
he
in
told me.
stock.
Yeah.
They're always out of stock. But there is locations where you can pick it up. When they set up at a gun show, you can obviously pick it up in cash with cash or credit card there. And then I think they've got like 3 or 4 ranges that they sell the ammo to as well. But that's why you can't buy it anywhere else. The 3 or 4 places that do buy it basically take everything except for what they sell at the live shows. They make sure and have some available to take out to the live shows. But for the most part, those 3 or 4 retail outlets buy up all of it. They take everything available.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Crazy thing, a few years ago, Midwest Ammunition's factory exploded. They had a static electricity discharge in their powder room.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, it was a bad deal. The big boom, big boom, big boom. What's up, T Gould? How you doing, my brother? I hope life's treating you well, man. We had a great show up there, man. I had a good time. Got to see a lot of awesome people.
Yeah.
Hey, we got somebody besides Andy's watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Oh, I'm not on there no more.
Oh, well, but there's 2 people watching on YouTube. Bravo to you. Thank you for coming over and checking it out. But, Andy, what do we need to tell the people watching on YouTube?
I don't know what.
Quit jacking the yak and come on over to Rumble. I mean,
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. Somewhere in here we'll probably get kicked off the YouTube.
there's a high probability of it.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. But there's I do a lot of live streaming over on Rumble.
Yeah.
This guy's around a bunch. There's other guests come in. Sometimes I solo it. And then there's a bunch of firearms content that's on Rumble that don't make the cut for YouTube because YouTube is commie cocksucker. You know who I'm talking about. You suck a cock. Too much a cocker, you suck a YouTube.
Yeah, you can actually pick your firearms up and stuff on the Rumble, but not the YouTube.
And that's some BS right there. Why in the hell can I not clear my firearm while I'm sitting here? Like, oh, I still got my pistol on me. Maybe I should take that off and clear it and just set it on the side so life is a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
But I can't. I would actually have to get up, go out of frame because you're a sucker, YouTube.
When I was out in the woods years ago on there, I did a live stream for the last few magazines of the first 1,000 rounds through a AR that I put together, and it got demonetized, but they never kicked it off. I was shocked.
Well, didn't they just take one off today?
Oh yeah. That was an unlisted video. I took it down because you can't have more than 30 rounds. It was like a 75 round drum, and they said I was manufacturing or teaching people how to do something.
And you see YouTube?
Yeah.
It was unlisted. You cocksucker.
Yeah, wiped the video. It was unlisted, and they wiped it. They pulled it.
What's up, MG Smith? How you doing, my brother? I actually thought I was on Rumble. Oh, you were watching on YouTube by mistake? That's funny. Oh, it is. It dropped down to 1.
Oh, shit.
That's hilarious. Love it, man.
It's still up though. That's crazy enough. You said enough shit that I get you kicked off already.
Maybe because they know nobody watches my YouTube.
YouTube live. Well, you don't usually do live.
I don't do lives on YouTube, so nobody's expecting me to go live on YouTube.
Just randomly. But you're here every Sunday night.
Every Sunday, 10:30 Eastern. Typically with this guy,
Yeah.
we're usually got split screens, but tonight he is on location. He came all the way down.
Oh, hi-ho.
Ohio from Michiganistan. How you liking the freedom of living being in Ohio, though?
It's nice. These
Right.
birds out here are a little scary.
I got a big ass patch of bamboo behind my building, and at night in the evening, the blackbirds all come down, and there's like 1,500 of them motherfuckers back there, dude. It's crazy. You walk out of the building and make a noise and spook them, and they all start flapping their wings and shit. And he wasn't used to it, and he's like, "Whoa!" I even told him, "It was like, hey, check this out," and he's like, "What the fuck?"
He threw a rock up there. Jeez. Oh, shit. Salvin says he got the notification on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't get one. I just had to go straight.
I don't care if you sent out one notification, YouTube. You still call me cocksucker. You'll take an ass from Baby Donkey. And like it.
Oh, jeez.
You tell Farmer, no, you could have adult donkey. You prefer the baby donkey because you're animal pedophile.
Shit.
What? I said that out loud. So what? Gretchen Whitmer is a man. Prove me wrong.
Oh, my God. They still got you up on YouTube, maybe? I don't know.
Probably. Who knows? Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah. Doing this one.
So,
bro,
who's coming up next? Who's coming up next in Michiganistan? Who's the guy? I mean, somebody's gotta be like not a piece of shit, right?
Well, there's a pile of them, but yeah, I don't know. The lieutenant governor, the guy who every time he got on during COVID, he kept saying like another 30 of his family members died. I don't know, like 3,000 of them died or something. Then we got the Secretary of State running or wants to put in for it. So, these are Whitmer's next term if they got in or something like that.
Right. It's turn 3 for Whitmer.
Yeah, I don't know about the Republican side.
Right. You got anybody besides rhinos running against them? Or do you even know?
I can't remember who someone said it was. Or one of the guys were. Yeah. I can't remember who it was.
See, America, and that's part of the problem is not that he doesn't even know the name, is that the reality of it is it doesn't matter who the name is that when it boils down to it, 90% likely, even the Republican candidate, regardless of who it is nothing but a border fucking libtard anyway, borderline libtard, closet libertarian, closet liberal, just saying what they think conservatives want to say, because we're going to have to watch for that shit in the primaries coming up. and the next general election.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are going to say and do anything that they can think of, say or do.
Yeah.
You're going to have people coming into the Republican Party that you've never heard of that say everything that you want to hear said and do everything that you want to see done. But at the end of the day, if they get elected, they're going to flip flop like a fish out of water. They're going to be some flip flopping Romney acting some bitches.
Yeah, and then we flipped over there to the Republicrats, I guess you'd say, because it doesn't matter, right? We flipped the Senate and the legislature. I think it's like our Congress over there or whatever. We flipped them both, so they were trying to repeal some of the gun control stuff. They got some of it already shut down, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who it's going to be running for governor. Someone said something about it, but Kennedon's on there.
I see that. What's up, brother Kennedon? My homeboy from Alaska. My cold brother.
It's going to get cold enough here tonight.
Yeah, MG Smith, you're right, man. Rhinos. And that's what we really, really got to keep an eye out coming up in these primaries. And be more due diligent, I'm working on finding out who's running here for Ohio. I'm not really too concerned about Ohio because it's pretty good here, but I do have to stay vigilant though. I can't go to sleep at the wheel just because we've got constitutional carry and stand your ground, and Ohio's concealed carry already reciprocates with every state in the country that wants to reciprocate with us. The only ones that Ohio, as far as I know, don't reciprocate with are states that don't want to reciprocate with us. New York, California, Illinois. Illinois might reciprocate with us now that I think about it, but I think New Jersey doesn't, Massachusetts doesn't, Maine doesn't. There's a handful of states that doesn't accept Ohio's concealed carry permit, but it's only because they don't accept it. They have grossly more stringent concealed carry requirements than our state does. So
that's about what it is for Michigan too. Yeah.
It's not so cold. All the snow's gone here.
Oh yeah,
brother. It's still cold there. Just what you consider cold and what I consider cold, not the same thing. I imagine 40 degrees and sunny is a nice day for you. You're like, okay, this is cool, man. We can go outside and do some stuff. This is all fucking right.
Yeah, that's so cold.
Right, 40 degrees for me and sunny is, I don't really want to do anything outside today. It's a little chilly out there. I don't want to. Kennedon, my other alter ego. Salvin's sharp as a knife tonight. What'd you think, man? Did you enjoy getting to hang out with 10 Salvin all day this weekend?
Yeah, heard a lot of stories.
A lot of stories, man. That Salvin, man. Now, Salvin, he's an interesting guy, man. Like I said, if shit ever hits the fan, I definitely want him on my team. Mainly because he scares me, and I don't want him on the other team. Definitely, I'm calling for my first pick. If we get to pick teams and shit hits the fan, is 10 Salvin. Yep, I want that dude on my team. He's my guy.
Yeah, you guys are too far away. Look at him. He put a
well, and honestly, that's one of the cool things is that if a 911 call goes out, we're close enough to one another to where, like, hey, it's reasonable. Right. Unlike, like we want to set up a site out at the Warriors to Us camp, but it can't be with the concept of shit hit the fan. It has to just be something that we want to do for a place to go chill a couple times a year, because there's no way to physically get there if shit hits the fan. The only way I could even possibly make it would be maybe air, And if fucking martial law is declared, they're going to ground everything. All the bridges are going to be closed. All the interstates are going to be shut down. There won't be no traveling 10 hours to Missouri. That won't happen. That shit, unless you get on the road before shit got sideways, you're not going to get there. So,
How far from St. Louis is that? Is that?
opposite end of the state.
Mhm.
Yeah, Gainesville, Missouri, where the camp is, that's the closest city to it, is 15 minutes from the Arkansas state line.
Oh, so it's down there.
Yeah. And it's close to Tennessee. It's over in that southeastern.
Southeast. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go so far as to say southeastern, south central,
Okay.
maybe closer to south central than it is southeastern. We just happen to go through the southeastern section of Missouri to get there. We don't go up to St. Louis and then drop down. We go down to Kentucky, go straight across to the state of Kentucky, clip the bottom corner of Illinois, drop over the Mississippi River into Missouri.
Okay.
We're in Illinois for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, we cross one bridge, drive a couple miles, cross another bridge, you're out.
Nice.
You know, because when I seen the map and I'm like, man, I don't want to go through fucking Illinois.
No, hell no.
I don't want to go anywhere that require. If I got to drive across the state of Illinois, I'm gonna probably take a ridiculously long route around it.
Yeah. That's usually what I do when I go down and see the uncle, or I got an aunt in Missouri. I usually come down into Indiana and just go alongside of Illinois until I can pop into Missouri.
Well, in case the live chat wants to know, why do we want to avoid Illinois?
Communist state. Or the politicians made it that way. I guess.
Ridiculous gun control laws.
Yeah, you can't.
I am
carry-
totally out of compliance with Illinois law, nor am I going to do anything to get into compliance with Illinois law.
but
I'm
you're
not
still in
going to change
compliance,
the size of my magazine.
Right? You're still in compliance with the Constitution, though.
Well, 100%.
Yeah. So
100%.
So yeah,
But they don't care.
unconstitutional laws aren't meant to be followed.
Can't fight that from inside a prison cell.
No, it's too hard. And it costs too much.
It costs too much. You've all heard that old saying, you can't beat City Hall. I mean, you kind of can if you got deep enough pockets.
Right.
I don't have deep enough pockets.
Neither do I.
You know, both of us combined don't have deep enough pockets.
No.
Both of us combined, plus everybody in the live chat, don't have deep enough pockets. There's not a whole lot of people watching us. Why I say that, guys. Not that you don't have any money. There's only 14 people in the Rumble live chat, 2 in the YouTube live chat, and a great big goosey egg over there in the fascist Facebook bullshit place. Facebook. I don't even know why I turn on. Meta. It's suck. What do you say in America? It's suck mouse cock.
Horse cock.
No, because sucking horse cock requires no effort. It's right there, just open mouth.
Shit.
Sucking the other cock requires a lot of time and effort to find said cock.
So they say, what? Wait, you have pockets?
Yeah,
Just shallow ones.
yeah, they just ain't got a whole lot of money in them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do okay. Not as well as I would like, but I do okay. I do what I want when I want it, and still can keep the electric bill paid, and I have a weight issue, so I'm not getting skinny over here.
I'm a slave
He is. He's kind of a slave.
till I get my house done, at least.
Well, the thing that's going to change that, though, Andy, is that you're constantly thinking about it. One of these days, you're going to lay down, you're going to wake up, and you're going to have the epiphany. You're going to have the idea, the thing that's going to come to you that, hey, I can do that. I like that. I think I could do that. I think I could do that well enough to turn that into making money.
Yeah.
And things will start working that way. Or they won't. Definitely one of the two.
Yeah, 50-50. 50-50. It's going to be one way or another.
mainly it's just having the balls to go for it. I mean,
Well, by reducing all my bills, it's going to be a lot easier.
well,
Door
and
dashing
and
on the side
and
if I had
and
to.
maybe you don't get to go completely solo right away. Maybe it's like you
Right.
said. Maybe I take a job over here doing some bullshit for fucking 25 hours a week.
Yeah.
Do some door dashing here and there for an extra couple $100 just to make sure that I've got everything covered while I'm building up my brand, while I'm building up my name and reputation, until you get to a and honestly, you might always want to keep that side hustle open, but the payroll job is now the side hustle, and the other job is actually just what you enjoy doing to make money.
Yeah.
Like these no drill cheek rest. I enjoy making them. I mean, it's no big deal. I come out here to my shop. I'll roll up a big old fat doobie and get my brain all twisted up to operate fucking machinery. And then I'll turn that speaker over here on with some my favorite music, and I'll sit here and get stoned and rock out and crank out 25, 30, 50, 100 if I really want to put the time into it, and package them up and go sell them bitches. Either sell them online or take them out and sell them to people in person. I will say they're a little hard to sell in person. Yeah, they're a lot easier once somebody's watched the video. But
You sold a couple this weekend.
I did sell a couple this weekend. But what I need to do to sell more of them is I need to take my laptop, this little guy right here, and one of these monitors up here into the freaking show and set it up on the table and fucking play the loop of the No Drill Cheek Rest reviews from all of the different guys that have made reviews for me. I can download all of those videos, throw them into my editing software, and just create like a 45-minute loop of the 3 or 4 videos that I've made, the 3 or 4, 5 videos that other content creators have made for me, and just throw them all into like a 40-minute loop to where they just play over and over and over. So if you're walking by, check that out. That's a fucking clever idea. That guy sells them right there. How much are they, bub? Show special, 2 for $50.
Right.
And if they don't want to buy them, hand them one of them business cards. It's got the QR code on the back. Scan that bitch, go right to the site, pick it up later. No big deal. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
I just need that bitch to take off and do a little bit better. And it will. It does better and better every month, every freaking couple months, every year. It's doing just a little bit better.
Nice.
And that's like your slings, dude. I think you'd sell your slings if you build a website. I think you'd sell your slings if you put them on eBay.
Yeah, maybe on eBay.
The only thing that I think you should do with the slings is you should go ahead and put the mounts on, the connections on
Then the price doubles.
So,
So people will pay for
so
it.
look what people are paying for slings on eBay.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Right. I mean, from what I understand, even if you priced them double, you'd still be under $30.
Yeah, I could probably technically do them because what do those connections cost? It's like $10 for the connection.
I don't know how much they are now. They used to be like $5 a piece.
I think they're about 10, maybe. Oh, maybe if you buy a bigger package or something like that. What are the QD? Is the QD ones you're talking about?
I can get the QD ones I can get those for like $1 or $2 a piece.
Those are cheap, huh?
Yeah, I can still get those real cheap.
Clips are like
The
$5,
HK clips are more like $5 a piece, unless you buy like 50 or 100 of them at a time, and then you can get the price down to like $2 or $3. But you got to spend $200 to $300 to get that deal.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fucking HK clips.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Oh shit. Yeah. It just
you set up, say, offer people 3 different options. You got your QD clip, you got your HK clip, and I'm sure there's another one. I can't think of the
like
name
those
of
Magpul ones that pinch open and then the ring
Right.
shuts on. Yeah.
Right, something fancy.
Yeah.
And do the best you can. Do your due diligence to get a wholesale deal on them.
Because nobody cares that it's 2 pounds lighter than the paracord slings. Nobody cares that I put it together with paracord, but I don't like to make noise. Yeah. People get these $3,000 rifles, and you want that thing just banging off there. Oh, you can dip it in the wax or the rubberized stuff, and it works good for a couple times. But nobody really trains much, so
Well, that's
they're
just
never
it.
gonna wear it down. So
Well, that's just it. You know, like that. Remember that left-handed AR-15 that I showed you in the house? If you freaking actually grab that gun up and look at it, you'll see down the side of the fucking forearm, the handrail,
yeah.
all the fucking Cerakote's worn off of it. Well, how? Oh my God, that's $1,000 rifle, and you've got it worn down to bare metal. Yeah. How did you do that? From walking around with it, rubbing against my plate carrier.
Rubbed it right off.
Right, rub the fucking coating right off that bitch. That bitch is shiny silver on the other side. I've just never done nothing to cover it up because I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's
The
the
tool.
side that's facing me, so it's
Yeah.
not like it's going to be shiny, reflective. And let's face it, nobody's shooting a fucking AR at me in the woods. I'm not camouflaged hiding from the government because the government's not coming to fucking get me. Wait. What was that?
That's pride and fucking birds.
No. No. Government ain't doing shit. People ain't doing shit. Nobody's doing shit. We're all just going to keep riding the ride because Trump's fucking president and everything's going to be okay, even
Yeah.
though, what did you say the stock market's doing?
Oh, they're looking like that big crash Monday. What they call that Monday?
Black Monday?
Yeah, oh, this could be a lot worse tomorrow.
Right. Well, they've tried to scare us with that shit before, though. I mean,
Yeah, but
like,
you look at the last 2 days we had, the sixth largest drop was Thursday ever in the stock market, and we beat that on Friday. That was the fifth or the, and then currently it's all down right now. Everybody's saying could be a lot worse tomorrow than it was for Thursday and Friday. Like they might have to stop it. They're already talking about it. But when you said about the training, your one patch over there said the whole thing. Everybody wants to be a patriot until it's time to do patriot shit.
Kennedon wants some slings. He was asking if I have them available on Patriot shit.
Oh. Well, I could give you a couple. I did bring some with. And we've got open thumbed ones. We have closed thumbed ones. I could go grab an AR pistol and show you real quick, but we get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah, we're on live. We're live on YouTube right now, so that
I
can't
do
do
have
that.
slings out there, but yeah. Yeah. And then I just do the paracord mount, so unless somebody wanted something different. But yeah, if you put a couple options in there.
I never really thought about doing the paracord thing until you told me about it. And I got one rifle in there that I got one pistol in there, that 10.5 inch that you were checking out with the side charger.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed it or not,
That was
but
my
that's
sling.
mounted with paracord.
Yeah.
That sling's tied on with
Quiet as
paracord.
shit, though.
It works. I mean, it
That's
just
how
works.
all
It's
mine are.
simple.
Yeah.
It's cheap. You know, you don't have to spend any additional money. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, it doesn't
Just burn
look
it
like
down, melt it.
right. It don't look like some redneck ghetto shit. It looks actually pretty tactical. I mean, I could totally see a fucking field operator being like, "Oh, fuck that sling mount. That shit rattles and bangs. It'll give
Yes.
away my position.
Well, just
Take that shit off. Use paracord or I'll fucking cut you in your sleep."
well, see, I was tying slings for that Cold Steel Tactical, and they use QD mounts and those Magpul ones, and they have HK, whatever the hell you want on it. Here, take this sling out and review it. Sounds good. First notice, well, how are we starting our day off? Well, let's start out with a couple up drills. Beep, click, bang. Click was freaking smacking off my rifle on that. The clips on there
Right.
said beep every time he pulled it up. Beep every time it's just like clink, clink. It's making a mark on the damn rifle. It's okay.
And I
now-
don't care
now I
about
gotta
the
sneak
mark on
around
the
here.
rifle, but I do in fact
It's a
care
tool.
about the fucking sound.
Yeah, it's a tool. You don't want to destroy it necessarily either. I throw them sometimes and do whatever, but the sound is a thing. Yeah, I got to cut around the side of this place, and I don't want anybody to know where I am. So when I pick it up, is it going to go click so the people turn over before I even get, if there was an incident like that? Even home defense, if they cut your power,
Well, I mean,
you have
if
to run through the
let's
house
say
quick.
if somebody was hypothetically laying an ambush, and they're laying in the prone or a fixed position, and they're patiently waiting for their opposition to to stroll through the ambush, and
Clink,
they
clink,
they
clink.
they get ready to come up to get position to get ready to execute said ambush. And as they're bringing that rifle up, that tink is just enough.
Oh yeah, you can tell
Just
metal on metal.
enough.
Yeah.
Because it happens to be that night where the wind is still and the air is silent and there ain't fucking a sound in the fucking area except for dink.
Huh, what the hell was that?
What was that?
Yeah. Drop. Rally point.
Right. At that point, if I'm the point on that, I'm fucking flank left, flank right. We're about to fucking bust some shit up. That's not, that's not right. You don't hear
Break
that.
contact.
Yep.
That's crazy shit, but yeah, that's why.
Break left, break right. I'm going center. Hit them hard, hit them fast. Don't give them a chance to even know what happened. Put them on the ground before they even get the safeties off.
Yeah, violence of action.
Violence of action. Pick that sumbitch above your head and run 2 miles. Fucking Gomer Pyle, motherfucker.
Who said that?
Salvin. I can see that, man. He's in the back of the freaking unit with his motherfucking CO. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker in his sleep. I hate that motherfucker so much. I'm gonna break the fucking. No. I'm joking. When Salvin was in back in the day, dude, those motherfuckers had to train like men. The shit people do nowadays, not necessarily the same kind of training. You know, here's my red card. I don't like the way you're talking to me. You're hurting my feels. Yeah, back in Salvin's day, you fucking tried to complain about your feels and you're going to get the shit kicked out of you. And the CO is going to watch and he's not going to say anything because he's the one that told him to do it. Don't be a dumbass. If you're a dumbass in the field, you're going to be a dead dumbass. And we all know Marines don't die.
Okay.
I mean, you've seen Full Metal Jacket, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I miss old Lee Army, man. That was a good ass fucking actor. I like that dude.
The old guy there.
Yeah.
Sergeant.
Oh yeah, the drill sergeant. Yeah, I watched a documentary on that, man. He practiced that for like fucking 6 months.
No shit.
He fucking did that shit for like 6 months in his house. So when he came in to film that was like 3 takes. There's like 3 cuts in that scene, and that was just where they had to reset to freaking different positions to get a different camera angle. So yeah, he was good. And that's why they picked him. I mean, he did a drill sergeant gig back in the 50s or 60s in an old ass fucking movie, and he was just a natural at it. Just fucking God gifted, fucking had that ability to just sound like the atypical drill sergeant, fucking what you picture a DI sounding like.
Jeez.
So we're going to shoot some videos out here on Therapy Range tomorrow. We're going to try it, at least if it don't rain anymore.
It's not supposed to.
Well, you're currently in southern Ohio, so the weather could change drastically and quickly.
Yeah.
That's what everyone says. If you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. It'll be different.
Yeah, that's what they say over by me too. Weather in Michigan is bipolar. Oh, there we go. Yeah, about 40 degrees by 10 a.m.
Firebase Gloria is the movie I was talking about.
Okay.
It's an older flick.
It looks like we're good.
It's fucking 38 degrees outside.
Yeah, not in here.
No,
nice.
fuck no. It's nice in here.
Yeah, what do you got heating this place, Dad?
There's another one back over here behind me. I got 2 of them running on the back side of the workbench.
Nice. That's all it takes, huh?
Yeah, I run 2 of those, and unless it gets fuck you cold outside, I mean, if it gets really bad cold, like down into the teens, they struggle.
Can't keep up.
Yeah, they struggle to keep up with it.
It's only going down another 4 degrees. 34.
Cool.
Looks like
Colder there than here. Yeah, it's 38 degrees right here, right now outside. I mean, in here, it's probably like 70.
close to it. Yeah. Next weekend looks a lot better than this.
I don't think it's over 70, but I don't think it's under 70 either. You know, it's 70,
close.
71, 69, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It feels good in here, but I think you need to keep a hoodie on. I don't think you'd be chilly in just a t-shirt.
Yeah, probably.
So what are we going to shoot tomorrow? What do you want to shoot? You got to see some of the toys that were in the house. What do you want to shoot?
Mechanic.
You want to shoot that candy? You want
I
to
might
shoot
even
both of them?
Both of them. Yeah. Why the hell not? But the
Why the
TTI,
hell not?
I mean, shit.
Why the hell not?
I've
I
never
mean,
shot that one
maybe a Kimbo one?
for a shorts video. Yeah. That would be kind of cool. I got some 9mm ammo.
I thought you sold it all. Oh no, that's right. You bought a fuck ton. Well, not a fuck ton. He bought a respectable amount.
Yeah.
Actually, Gabe bought a fucking fuck ton. You just bought a fucking a personal amount.
Yeah.
Right? That's like fucking.
Yeah, but this kid wants to go to classes and stuff again this year and do. I mean, some of those things.
right,
they
but
tell
that
you bring
can
500
that can't
rounds.
last you all summer. You ain't gonna go that
I
hard,
did
are you?
500 cans.
Did you get one or two?
2.
Well, yeah. Well, those 2 cans will last you for the summer, won't they? You ain't gonna go that hard on it.
I'm gonna have my range in my backyard. This summer, I might get stupid. I might need a couple more. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know, come on down. Well, and that's it too. You can always wire me down the money, and I can fucking grab it and set it aside for you.
Yeah.
You know, fucking. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a wild hair up my ass and come back up there this fall or this summer or something. I don't know. It depends on how money goes. You know, if money starts getting good again, then I can do whatever the hell I want to do. If not, then we'll see.
Or maybe something for me picks up and I can pay you to come up. Ah, hey.
It kind of made me sound like a prostitute.
Well, I need help with videos.
Oh, the hell did I do? Oh, they're sitting right there.
Siggy butts.
Oh,
Hey, we've got 180 yards now. Last time we were up, we only had 150. 30 more yards.
what was that? We was watching that AK in fucking 5.56, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, man? Do you think that rifle's really that inaccurate at fucking 100 yards, or was that Grantham just being a bitch, or? I mean, 'cause they were calling it 3 MOA at 100 yards, but I'm telling you, that shit looked more like 5.
Yeah, it was a 10-inch target. And he had
Right.
some on the top and bottom.
Right.
This guy-
I mean, it looked like a 5-inch MOA. They said it was 3, but I don't really think I believe that. That thing didn't seem to be accurate worth a fuck. Now I'm wondering if in 3.9, because the AK is not meant to be a 5.6 gun. It's not a 5.56 gun.
Yeah.
You can change it to be whatever you want it to be, but that doesn't mean it's going to perform what you want it to perform. It's meant to be a 3.9 gun. It's designed for that cartridge.
Yeah, and they dropped it down to 5.45. And I had a Arsenal SLR 104, you know, the folding, whatever it was, right? That thing I could stack bullets, but it always seemed to be something.
Right, but didn't Kalashnikov do that?
It was a Bulgarian style. What? Oh, dropped it down to a 5.45.
Right. Didn't he convert the 3.9 to that 5.4?
It kept the same size barrel, so it's more of a target size barrel.
Right. So I mean, it's actually was designed for that round. So of course
Yeah.
it's going to function well.
Are you saying because nowadays we turned it into
Right. Nowadays they're bastardizing the original design and trying to put 9mm in it and 5.56 and 300 blackout and like it's just.
It ain't
Just
right.
because you can do it, I don't necessarily think it means you should.
Right.
You
With a lot of things.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know what to think.
MG Smith says he could hang out with you. I can hang out with you guys. Dude, I mean, if you were local, you totally would. I mean, Andy would fucking hang out more often if I was to move to Michiganistan, never gonna happen. Or if he was to move to Ohio,
Could happen.
I mean, we would hang out all the time because we get along well and we have similar personalities, and it's just we clicked and we're pretty good buddies now.
See each other a couple times a year now.
Yeah. Just like Salvin. Salvin's a good dude. I like busting his balls. I like giving him a hard time, but he's a good dude. When the chips are down, I think he's the right guy to have in your corner. There's a lot of people out there that talk the talk and walk the walk, but when it comes brass tacks time, there's only certain people out there that are going to actually nut up and do what you need them to do as a friend to be there for you. And, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if people that prove themselves to be like that, then I want to pull them into my circle. Years and years ago, I was taught a very valuable lesson that if you surround yourself with shit, you're going to smell like shit.
Yeah.
Don't surround yourself with shit. Surround yourself with good people that have good morals, good attitudes, good vibes that, can bring something to the relationship that is more than just, oh yeah, I know that guy. That actually brings value to the relationship that you can grow off of or that you can build off of. They inspire you in some way, shape, or form, or make you want to try new things or whatever. It creates value in the relationship, not because of what that person can do or can't do for you, but what they can morally or and spiritually or even just ambition wise get you moving in the right direction. That's benefit, that's value in a relationship. And if you have a good relationship with people, that's there. Not, you didn't look for that just is there. It just kind of happens and works, and that's when you've got good friends, is you can see that reciprocated both ways. Now me and Andy live a long way apart, but I know for a fact that if he lived 10 miles down the street and I hit him with a 911, he's not going to text me back like, what's wrong?
Show up.
Right. He's going to be in the car, fucking cocked, locked, ready to rock, and in my driveway in 10 minutes, maybe 11 minutes. He's got to actually go out of the house and get into the car. But
I got a really fast car.
Right. 10, 11 minutes, he's going to be at the house. I think Salvin's the same way. If I hit that dude up, and hit him with a 911, no questions asked. He's going to be in the car. He's going to be in the way. And I would imagine he's going to probably be strapped up too, because he knows that I'm not going to hit him up with a 911 unless fucking some shit went fucking stupid as fuck. Like shit's all the way sideways, because if I'm texting one of these guys instead of calling the cops, I think you can use your imagination into what's going on at Paul's house.
How do you have time in between magazines to do that? Shit. That would suck.
Now I think Andy rolls up and sees that I'm in a gunfight with that certain group of people. He might turn around and roll out. I think Salvin rolls up and sees me in gunfight with certain group of people. I think he joins in.
Well, sometimes it's not just good to go right in, too. You can pretend like you're going out and come flank them or whatever. But yeah.
I think the guys on that other side just got flanked and didn't realize it until it was way too late. I think he'd be like, "Oh, really? Intriguing."
Just driving through the crowd. Wait until I get out.
Russ Guyton says, a gun in the hand is better than a police department on the phone. Well, when people ask me why I carry a gun, I'm a smartass and tell them because cops won't fit in my pocket.
Heard that before. Yeah, it works.
Well, I mean, fuck. And then if that's not good enough, my fallback is fuck you. How's that? Is that good enough for you? Fuck you. It's none of your fucking business why I carry a gun. Keep fucking bugging me and you'll find out. Well, it still shows we're on YouTube, man. They didn't freaking boot me. They just demonetized it. They fucking was like,
Oh,
age
okay.
restriction. Nobody sees it.
Oh, it does have a yellow on it.
No, I can't. I haven't checked, but
not
I'm
yet.
sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, you started right out with fuck
Right,
everybody.
right. You know, I mean, and they like actually specifically tell you, like within the first so many
Yeah.
blah blah blah, that you can't
Don't
say that.
crazy shit. Yeah.
Hey, YouTube, or you'll suck my cock. Kenedon forgot to say hi. Nard got killed because he had a feeling. Nard. I think I missed something here. Don't expect me to pull in the driveway. I'm parking down the road and walking in.
That's what I was saying.
Well,
Crazy.
if the group of people that I'm specifically talking about is here, you wouldn't be able to pull in the driveway anyway.
They'd be coming 10 deep. Or more.
Oh yeah. I have no doubt. Just based on the inventory sheet that the Brown County Sheriff's Department obtained when they confiscated all my guns over growing the weed, I think that they would probably call Claremont County and have their freaking machine, their heavy truck brought over. I would. I mean, if I was the guy leading fucking that against a guy like me, guys, we got to go fucking really hard, or we don't need to go at all.
Flashbangs, or just ride into your house.
Right. Oh yeah, they drive that motherfucker right up to the fucking front of the house and bust a hole in the wall and flashbang the fuck out of the whole house. Pop, 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 pop. Followed by gas.
Yeah, probably.
Oh no, probably, definitely,
Fuck that.
definitely. They'd fire that gas in there and then fall back and like we'll see what happens.
All this because you said fuck YouTube.
Well, yeah, maybe not because of the fuck YouTube, but I mean,
Oh shit.
the Secret Service has a file.
It's not always good.
Yeah, Kenedon, I did. Yeah, they came here on some dumb shit. They showed up here. I was in bed asleep, and they showed up at my house. I was laying in bed, man, and I woke up, and I'm sitting here, and I'm hearing this sound. And I'm like, what the fuck is that sound? That's so weird. What the fuck is that? What is that noise I'm hearing? Finally, after a few minutes, I get up, and throw some some sweatpants on, and go outside and start heading to the door. Well, when I come around the corner and start walking to the door, I see a Brown County Sheriff's deputy standing at my door. He hadn't knocked yet. He was just getting to the door. As I saw him just getting to the door, I went ahead and just walked up and cracked the door open. Was like, "Can I help you?" And he asked me to step outside. I need to talk to you for a minute. I'm like, "What the fuck ever?" Okay. And I look up and I see a helicopter flying around. I'm like, "The hell? What's that?" And then I look over my other shoulder and I see this big old Humpty Dumpty looking fat boy rolling out across my backyard. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's like, well, the helicopter spotted marijuana plants growing on the backside of your property over here, and we're here to investigate that. And I'm like, warrant? Oh, we don't need a warrant. We saw it from the air. No, you still need a warrant. No, we don't need a warrant. We argued back and forth for a while. They went and got the pot plants. Brought them up, freaking yakety yak, running their pie holes. We're gonna search your house. And no, you're not gonna search my house. You got to have a fucking warrant to search the house. I'm not stupid. Stop trying to violate my rights. Come on. And they go back and forth with me a few times. And they're like, okay, well, we'll get a warrant. Just sit tight. This will take a couple hours. And then it dawned on me, it's like, I got to be at work in a couple hours. I don't have a couple hours. Fuck. All right, assholes, go ahead. There's no fucking pot growing or hanging in the house. There's no pounds of weed or any kind of crazy contraband in the house. Go fucking look, you cocksuckers. And they go in, they start looking around, and they see my gun cabinets, they see the gun cases. They go outside, they call their fucking supervisor, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They come back up to the house. We're confiscating the guns. I looked him in the eye and said, no, you're not. And he looked me back in the eye and said, yes, I am. And right at that moment, it spun through my head. Do I pull my concealed carry out and shoot this motherfucker right here on my back porch? Or do I let him take my guns? It was a tough 30 seconds, man. It really was. I mean, because I played the scenario out. It rolled right through my head. You know how people talk about their lives flashed before their eyes right before they died? That whole scenario flashed right before my eyes. In a matter of 30 seconds, I seen the whole thing play out. Pull my gun out, shoot the one guy, might get the other one. Odds are I don't make it from that right then. I'm done right there. As soon as I pull my gun out, one goes down, the other one gets me. Game over. Life's done. And you know what happens? They take my fucking guns anyway.
Yep.
So I let them have them.
And then who raises the kids? You always gotta remember that.
And then I let them have them. It's like, you know what? All right.
Bullshit.
I fucking hate you, and I hope you fucking burn in hell. But there they are. Go take them. Go take them. You sorry motherfucker. Go take them.
How'd you get it back?
I hired a lawyer.
Yeah.
I hired a lawyer, and freaking because they didn't have a warrant, and they coerced me. That whole fucking 2-hour nonsense to get a lawyer was considered coercion. Because it doesn't take 2 hours. It's like a fucking 30-second process to call a judge and to have him do a digital sign on a warrant and fucking email it over to the officer's crew or to email it to the sheriff's department. They print it out and another guy runs it out to him real quick. It takes maybe a half hour. Don't take 2 or 3 hours to get a warrant out. Not for something like that. Not when we've got you.
Yeah.
Well, because they didn't have a warrant, they got nada.
Give me my shit.
Give me my shit back. All of it. And they did. They did. They absolutely did. I paid a lawyer $800. He went in and said, you can't coerce the plaintiff. You can't take anything without a warrant. And he came back out from, he went in. I never even went into the courtroom. He came back out of the courtroom the first time we went to court and was like, they're willing to give you all your guns back. They want you to take a plea deal for a persistent disorderly conduct.
What?
And but they want to keep he called them M4s. He's an idiot. He called them M4s. They're ARs. I don't have any M4s. They were all ARs, but they wanted to keep the ARs. And he was like, don't worry about it. Don't freak out, because he saw my eyes. He's like, don't freak out. I got this. They're going to give the rifles back to you too. I just need a little more time. Go home, chill the fuck out. We'll get another court date here in about a month. Come back in. We'll get it all squared away. I'm like, all right, man, cool. I trust you. And a month rolled by. We went back to court. He went into the courtroom while I waited out in the lobby, and he came out, pulled me in an interview room, and he's like, okay, here's the deal. Persistent disorderly conduct, $250 fine, and they want you to go to a drug assessment class to see if you're a fucking drug addict.
Because someone else grew plants up there.
No, they were mine. They were mine. I never lied about it. I admitted they were mine. They asked me, do they belong to you? I was like, fuck yeah, they're mine. You guys are here for fucking weed? Who fucking cares? They did.
Yeah.
They did, because they got the opportunity to try to extort me out of money. See, the average Joe, had they have not confiscated almost $20,000 worth of guns, most people would have not said anything. You know, if they'd have came in and took a 12 gauge shotgun and an old 22 caliber revolver that you inherited from fucking great grandpa, a lot of people just like,
whatever. As long as
I'll take the plea deal. Get me the fuck out of here. Here's my fine. I'm going home. Fuck off. They took $20,000 worth of guns from me. I'm not going to roll over on that. I got to fight that back. And I made it very clear that at that point in time, I had, 20 grand in the bank. I can fight you. I've got the money. I can fight back right now. I can drag this out in this little Brown County unfunded fucking court, drag this shit out for a long time and make it cost you way more money than you're going to get when you sell those guns. The assholes in this county fucking put the guns up for auction and sell them to FFLs, and the FFLs sell your guns back out into the community. Yeah, they got some dirty racketeering shit going on here.
No, what?
Oh yeah, dude, you get pulled over. You're 22 years old. You get pulled over and you got an ounce of weed in the car and a fucking Glock 19. They're gonna take your Glock 19 and scare you into fucking giving it to them. The prosecutor's gonna straight tell you, we'll drop all the charges and give you 2 years non-reporting probation, but you have to forfeit the pistol. And the kid not having a lawyer and not knowing no better don't realize that it's a fucking $180 fucking payout ticket. All you got to do is give him $180 and you go home. But they're going to scare him into fucking signing over his pistol, and because he did it willingly. And you're not going to, most people ain't going to, even if he finds out he got fucked. By the time you pay a lawyer and try to fight it to get your pistol back or compensated, fuck me, you're going to spend thousands of dollars for a fucking, and they just fuck you. They fuck you. They fuck you. They fuck you. They fuck you. It's kind of like YouTube.
Yeah.
All of them are crooks, says Russ Guyton. It's funny. It really sucks when weed is a slap on the wrist, but if you have a gun around, all of a sudden you're a felon.
Yeah.
There's a case working its way through the courts now that is addressing that issue. About felons and guns and possession, and I don't believe, and I agree, I figure most people in the chat don't agree, that simply the mere possession of a controlled substance shouldn't bar you from being able to have a firearm. What you do while you're under the influence of those controlled substances, that's another conversation. That's something that we can talk about, and no, you don't have the right to hurt people. You don't have the right to be fucked up and drive. You don't have the right to be fucked up and steal. Everybody should be held accountable for that bullshit, but they should be held accountable for the crimes that they're committing. The crime shouldn't be possession of a gram of fucking heroin. There's no reason to putting somebody in jail for that. Put them in jail because they shot up the gram of heroin, nodded the fuck off, and ran their car into a fucking small building.
Sure. Yeah.
You can even add a spec to that charge because it's a drug-related crime. You can add a drug spec to the charge and give them a little bit more.
Yeah.
But don't charge them for simply having the product. That's pointless. It's none of your business what I have in my pocket, as long as what I'm doing isn't affecting the people around me. Am I hurting anyone? Am I breaking anything? If I'm breaking shit or hurting someone, then I need to be held accountable.
Right.
But if I want to go get a fucking 8-ball of cocaine and sit here in this little building with some fucking Pink Floyd on, naked and G-string, snorting fucking lines of cocaine until my eyes bug out, that'd be a crime.
Bug me as long as I wasn't here.
Right, as long as you don't gotta see that shit, as long as I'm not live streaming that.
Holy shit. What you do on your own time's your own business. Still shit.
Well, absolutely. They didn't really legalize it. They just taxed it. I want to see the end of prohibition. I don't want to see legalized marijuana. Legalized marijuana just means it's taxed.
Right.
If you end prohibition, it's what it is. Grow it, smoke it, trade it, travel with it, whatever. But everybody's accepting the legalization instead of the ending of prohibition. I don't want I don't care about paying a fucking a tax on it. I mean, I don't. I do, but I don't. I mean, I do because they fucking take my money and use it on fucking child sex changes.
Shit.
You know, I mean, if that 16% that you pay in Michigan was to actually go to making sure that all the roads and bridges and infrastructure and the schools and everything was top notch, perfect, 100%, can't complain
Like
about
the lotto's
anything.
supposed to be.
Right, like the lottery's supposed to do. Not too big a deal. But when you know that they're like snorting your fucking money off the ass cheeks of strippers in private fucking strip clubs, you know, I
That's
mean,
not fair.
I'd rather be the one doing that.
Right.
I mean, it's my money.
Yeah, hell yeah. Maybe that Trump thing will go through anything under the 150. But I think you still get state tax, but unless your state kicked it off.
Oh, once the government starts taxing something, it never goes away. Salvin says, "No, I swear, if I've never snorted coke through a Twizzler." Oh, MG Smith says, "Does Ohio have any kind of organization that monitors the election officials on their two-way voting?" Yeah, we do. We have Ohio gun owners. They're kind of our Second Amendment advocates. They're the ones that gives everybody their Second Amendment ratings when they do the elections and everything. But you know, I mean, just like any other organization, there's plenty of rumor and accusations that they're stealing and embezzling, and I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff, but I do know we have an organization like that. But Ohio's gun laws are fucking okay, man. I mean, I don't know what I would want to bitch about.
Yeah.
You know, we've got concealed carry, we've got open carry, we've got constitutional carry, we've got stand your ground, we've got castle doctrine. I mean, all you've got to do is say, "I was fearful for my life." Can you articulate that? That person made me feel like they might kill me. Okay.
And I'm too old.
Right. But you don't even got to justify it.
Yeah.
They made me feel like I was in danger of my life.
Yeah.
Can you articulate that? Well, their actions made me feel like I was in danger of my life.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Go on.
Physical harm or threat of being raped. Yeah.
Right. I mean, that guy that just came out of the freaking Pedo for Children strip club, that guy looked like he was going to rape me, so I fucking shot him 37 times.
37.
You mean you reloaded? Twice.
He was still moving.
He wouldn't stop twitching.
He's trying to come right on me. I'm coming right for me.
RMGO here and part of NAGR. NAGR was in Washington with Bill Kirk of Washington Gun Law. I like that Bill Kirk guy. He's pretty good on the videos. He kind of gets a little long-winded, but North Carolina is working on constitutional carry now. I hope it passes. And I do too. Any of the people in North Carolina that start complaining and bitching about the concealed carry, concealed carry trainers are going to go out of business. Who cares? Who cares? Find another hustle. I mean, you're literally charging people for the ability to exercise their rights. So
then what you do is you go get your own training, and now you can train people. What do I do after I'm allowed to conceal carry? Here's level 1, level 2, level 3.
Nobody's going to show up to train now.
Yeah, probably fucking not. They don't up there either. Right before COVID, when we opened up that brass training, every time we put a course out, it fucking filled. The whole thing filled. But it was like just before the whole thing really hit when I started doing that. And then even the ones that I put out for the next month or two or whatever, nobody showed up. Yeah.
Oh, I agree 100%, Kennedon. Even in Washington, D.C., And in all reality, there shouldn't be a state in the union that has the balls to tell their citizens that they can't carry a weapon in the state house. Every state house in the country should be allowed to open carry, concealed carry, fucking sling a AR over your shoulder. And the government should be aware that we are fucking armed and we are growing weary of your bullshit. You should be uncomfortable when you see 15, 20, 50 guys rolling through the state house with fucking rifles slung over their... Yes, you should be concerned. That's why they're there and that's why they're doing it. They want you to remember that, bitch, I'm in charge here, not you. Fuck you, Gretchen Whitmer. Stop being a man.
She's still got another year. So I think next year's our election for governor.
SB 25, blah, 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 sucks in Colorado, awaiting Governor Jared Poll Smoker's signature. You see, I mean, and that's what fucking frustrates me so much, man, is that states have allowed that to happen. You know, like Kentucky, just south of me. You know, they've had Mitch McConnell as congressman, senator for 36 years. He's been the senator for the state of Kentucky. How could such a shitbag like that continue to keep being elected, you ask? Well, because they run fucking equally greater shitbags against him.
Right.
All the opposition for all of them years was like, oh my God, they're worse than him. Wow. How do you get the bar so low without touching the ground? Is that even a measurable distance? Like, what instrument would you use to measure such a small distance fucking between the bar and the ground with these motherfuckers? It's unreal. Dark money. It's the dark money. How do I get some dark money?
Oh, you know, I was thinking about doing.
Is there any of that dark money on the dark web? Anybody got a link on where to go get some dark money? Because I'm not racist. I don't care if it's dark money, light money, blue money, green money.
Dark web's like the Bitcoin, right?
And as long as the bank accepts it as legal tender, I'm in. I need some of that.
She's just become a politician.
Or start a nonprofit.
And become friends with a politician.
I've actually considered starting a nonprofit. A lot of money to be made in nonprofit work.
Millions. Because the company can't profit. Remember. That's why you have to.
Oh, absolutely. That's why you put yourself on as the president, director, CEO, whatever, and just pay yourself an exorbitant amount of money. Red Cross. Oh, yeah, the dude that freaking is the head of the Red Cross lives in like a fucking $11 million house.
Jeez.
It's fucking retarded. It's crazy. It's absolutely... Like, he's got like a 5-car detached 5-car garage, 2 pools. I mean, it's just absurd. And the dude's like 70 and has all this fabulous stuff.
Damn.
And I guess good on him, man. Way to rape capitalism.
But he's helping people.
Well, I mean, but if these gun and knife shows, if these expos ever start getting to the place to where I can start seeing the numbers that I'm actually looking for, I'm going to have to start paying taxes on it. You know, you can't make $50,000 in 3 days and not fucking be held accountable. Somebody's going to want to hold you accountable for that.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's not the government, somebody will rat you out. Like
Right.
somebody that don't make as much or makes more and pays more in taxes and gets pissed off because you're making almost as much as them, but you're skipping the taxes, they'll rat you out.
Right.
You got to pay the taxes. You start making big money like that, you got to pay them or they're going to fuck you up. But if I was to start a nonprofit organization and use the expos as fundraisers for said nonprofit organization, then the nonprofit organization gets to collect 100% of the proceeds and pay absolutely no fucking tax on it at all. and then I just give myself a payroll check for whatever I want it to be. America. Oh my God, it's so unbelievable that you can do that, that the system is set up to where you can skirt it like that. Oh, see, Salvin says, I have a picture of Red Cross case filed with cash. Case is filled with cash. Okay. I want a church that sells insurance in the back room. Both the biggest scams in the history of humanity, all in under one roof. How did Jasmine Crockett buy 2 mansions on rep pay in a 2.5 years? Well, because he doesn't get rep pay.
Briefcases.
Well, the thing is, though, is that the nonprofit organization can purchase things. The nonprofit can purchase a mansion.
Or a politician.
Or, well, yeah, actually, and write it off.
Yeah.
And write it off. A nonprofit can buy a jet. Well, we need a jet to be able to travel back and forth across the country for business meetings. Prove I don't need it. I need to go see donors and travel around. I've got a card that I put all my meals on. I eat at all the best restaurants, and all of that shit is paid for by the nonprofit because it's associated with nonprofit activities. So the nonprofit pays the bill on it, which the nonprofit don't pay taxes. It's a hell of a hustle they got going on there, man. And then you still do good too. You know, I mean, I'm not talking about starting a nonprofit just to skirt the system. I'm just talking about starting a nonprofit to take advantage of being able to skirt the system.
What are you gonna do? Save the penguins in Florida?
No, Lord, no. My thoughts on the nonprofit. I wanted to do something along the lines of like a Brown County natural disaster reaction team. Something along them lines that is focused on the area, maybe not Brown County, maybe Southern Ohio, to where we could cover like 3 counties. But essentially, you know, you buy supplies, you buy materials, you buy the trash bags, the water, you know, you rent a storage facility or a building somewhere to where you can house fucking 100 pallets of fucking water and pallets of sleeping bags and pallets of propane tanks and pallets of this and that and everything. And when the rivers come up like they are right now, they're gonna crest. Their flood stage supposedly gonna crest like 12 feet above flood stage, which is going to completely fuck everybody that lives along the river. Everybody's house along the river is going to be fucked. So wouldn't it be amazing if there was an organization right here within the community that could correspond with the townships, the towns, the communities with their fire and EMS and say, hey, I got you. Where's your rally point?
Yeah, but we have FEMA.
Oh, fuck FEMA. Fuck FEMA.
Oh, shit.
FEMA's the devil. FEMA's the devil. And honestly, the reason I want to be able to do this is so my community can turn around and say, we don't need you, FEMA. No, put your checkbook away. We don't need that either. We did this within our community. You know, we've got all the lumber that we need is sitting in a lumber yard up on the hill, bought and paid for by the community 2 years ago. It's been sitting there under tarps inside of a fucking warehouse for 2 years waiting for something to happen to where we need it. It's sitting there. We got it.
Could be pretty cool.
No, we got heavy equipment. We've already made arrangements with a guy up here that does equipment rental. You know, there's 2 of them in Brown County. We've already made arrangements with both of them. The heavy equipment is already on the way to the rally points. All we're doing is waiting for the water to go down.
That's what you got to do. Stash up cash, take donations,
Right.
like that.
Right. Create fundraisers.
Yeah.
You know, in that scenario, Paul doesn't make $30,000-$40,000 a weekend. Paul makes a reasonable salary,
Yeah.
$5,000-$6,000 a month. Reasonable, not crazy, but reasonable. And everything else goes into the nonprofit, and just let it keep building and building and giving yourself incremental raises throughout time. And
Well,
you
it's got
know,
money coming in.
buying a base of operations for the nonprofit that happens to have a 3-bedroom, 2-car garage with an in-ground pool on the property.
This is this guy.
Well, I mean, the nonprofit owns that. I just happen to lease it from the nonprofit for $1 a month.
Holy shit! Take it out of your pay.
Right. Take it out of my paycheck.
Fucked up, man.
America.
But it
God
would be
bless
nice
America.
to have something like that where, you know, like
Right.
you hear a lot of the malicious stuff and that, you know. Oh, we've done
Well,
that
the
for
nonprofit also needs a couple of vehicles, maybe even a fleet of vehicles.
Lamborghini. Ferrari.
Maybe not a Lamborghini, but maybe
Well, you gotta
maybe
get there quick.
maybe a nice Duramax,
Oh shit!
big old fucking dually Duramax, you know, something along them lines.
Top
a
of the
couple of
line.
cargo vans,
Couple of top.
because you got to be able to haul this shit around.
Yeah.
You know, hell, maybe even buy a box
Chainsaws.
truck.
Yeah.
Just to have it sitting there, because I mean, you're like I said, I mean, shit happens. You got to be able to get that shit to them.
Right.
You can't be calling them up like, "Hey, I got
So you're
20
gonna
pallets
need
of water sitting here for you. You just got to come get it."
Right. Right. You
Well,
just need a big
all of
pole
our
barn.
trucks are underwater, motherfucker.
Big pole barn to store all that stuff.
Couple of them. But if you did the whole nonprofit right, you know, money would pour in because everybody would want to donate to something like that. You know, we're preparing to be able to tell FEMA to go pound salt. And that would be my whole freaking premise, is that we don't need FEMA. We can do this together. We don't need them. We don't need the federal government's tit. We don't need any of that shit. We don't need FEMA sitting up roadblocks telling people where they can and can't take supplies. If there's going to be a roadblock, it's going to be set up by the community, and they're going to be friendly about it. And they're going to tell them, folks, we're good. We got you, man. And they're going to believe them because it's people from the community and not some cocksucker that nobody knows standing there with an AR-15 telling them to fucking go away, ordering them to go away, demanding that they turn around. Now, we're going to confiscate your stuff and you're still going to... Ain't going to be none of that nonsense going on, because we would have already coordinated with the sheriff's department, and they know that all of the people on our team are trained up as good as they are. We not only can we handle disaster relief, but we can also handle fucking situations that could potentially become violent.
There you go.
You know, and just
The
build off of
nonprofit
that.
would buy you bulletproof vests and everything.
Oh, they'd buy training ammo and all that
Oh,
shit. All that shit. Training ammo, range time,
Yeah.
the whole 9 yards. Pay for all that shit.
Fuck.
God bless America.
Might as well just put in a big range. You got to be able to at least shoot.
Yeah, MG, like that's what I was referencing, is what they did in North Carolina. That's why we don't need FEMA. So most people, I don't even know. A lot of people, some people don't realize when FEMA comes into an area, there's already been a natural disaster declared. It's already a state of emergency. When a governor declares state of emergency, shit changes. It's quiet changes, and a lot of people don't even realize it because they're so worried about the emergency that they're in that they're not paying attention. But the rules of engagement change when there's a declaration of emergency declared. The governors get a lot more power than they normally would have. They get what would be considered an executive privilege to be able to do some shit that they normally wouldn't do, shit that would require legislation, the legislative branch of the government to come in and do shit. And when a natural disaster has occurred, that shit gets bypassed. Even during COVID, we saw it. You know, that there was states of emergency declared all across the country, which essentially suspended their state constitutions, which would allow them to institute curfews, would give them special authority to shut down businesses and all this extra bullshit, okay? It is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Forget where I was going with that.
Dictator.
Yeah. But like I was saying, a lot of people don't realize that. But when FEMA rolls into a community, because they are directed by the governor of the state or the president, they have the special emergency powers too. So FEMA can come in. They do come in. They commandeer the dumps. Your city dumps get commandeered. All of your city maintenance equipment and personnel are commandeered. Like they don't work for the municipality or the town anymore. They're immediately commandeered under the authority of FEMA. You can't do anything if a tornado comes through and your front yard has 12 trees in it and they all get ripped up by the roots and thrown sideways and they're all piled up like matchsticks in your front yard, and your buddy Bob from up the road has a bobcat and a log splitter and a bunch of chainsaws, and Bob wants to come down and help you clean that up, FEMA will absolutely fucking come in there and shut that down. You can't do this. We have contracts in place with outside contractors that are going to do all of this. As a matter of fact, you don't even have nowhere to take it because the landfill has been commandeered by us. They're not accepting anybody's debris if it's not coming from a FEMA truck.
Yeah.
So, fuck FEMA. Never ask for FEMA. FEMA can burn in hell. Not just for what they did in North Carolina, but every single time they've been deployed since the creation of the organization, they've fucked up everything they've ever touched.
At least they respond quickly.
And that's why I would like to have the Southern Ohio disaster responses. So, because I know the river's coming up right now. It wouldn't be nothing to communicate with the villages along the river and have trucks heading to certain areas right now. Staging areas, like where are you guys staging at? What firehouse, what post office, what library, what hospital are you guys staging your emergency relief at? I've got trucks on the way there. Food, water, blankets, sheets, pillows, fucking shoes, socks, t-shirts, coats, blankets, whatever the fuck you need. You tell me, shoot me over a list of what you need. I got a warehouse full of shit. You need boats? We got 2 John boats sitting back here on trailers right now that some guys donated to us last year. They're on their way. I think that would be fucking epic. That would be great. That would destroy the narrative of, well, you need us.
Big government.
Big, we don't need big government. And I would love to be able to prove it to them. We don't need you. Stop taking so much taxes from us and dissolve FEMA. We don't need FEMA. We need community.
Save that tax money. Holy shit.
Right. We need community that's willing to behave like community. You know, I mean, would you really let your neighbor go hungry? Would you really let your neighbor go cold? You know, I mean, even if you don't like him, he's a motherfucker. I don't like him. I don't like that guy. I'm still going to throw him a blanket. I'm still going to throw the dude a blanket. I'm still going to throw the dude an MRE. If you're hungry, I ain't going to let you go hungry. If you're cold, I don't care if I don't like you. I mean, I would even do that for YouTube employees. I would. I don't like them. They call me cocksucker. I wouldn't let them go hungry. I wouldn't let them go cold. I wouldn't let them sleep in my house, though. Cocksuckers. I ain't letting no cocksucker sleep under my roof.
That's not right.
No, hell no. Hell no. So what do you think, Andy? How long is it going to take you to get home tomorrow? What time do you think you're heading home?
Whenever we're done blowing shit up.
Dude, we could that could take days.
I know, but I don't have that much time. I don't know. A couple hours, something, whatever. Once we run out of some ideas or whatever, and then we'll
Hand me one of them bricks. So when I did this Brown County Hunting and Fishing Expo, I bought like 20,000 flyers, right? And I paid to mail out like 17,000 of them. Well, I have some extras. That's a brick of $2.50. It's, what do you think? That's probably about 5 inches thick.
3.
You only think it's, and she's been lying to you, Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, she's been lying to Andy. 3 to 5 inches, something
right.
like
That's
that.
12 inches. You're right. So no.
3 to 5 inches, something like that. We'll throw a tape on it and know for sure tomorrow. He might be right. I don't know, but I'm curious how many How many of these does it take to stop different calibers? What do you guys think?
22 doesn't go through. Does a 9mm go through that? That's what I'm thinking. And does it make a difference if it's Full Metal Jacket or hollow point? Huh?
Oh, I mean, it does. It will make a
Oh,
difference.
yeah.
Hollow point's going to open up and freaking create so much drag that it's going to stop quick. Full Metal Jacket will get a little bit more penetration, but I still don't think even a 9mm. What do you guys think? A 357 maybe?
One of them's got it.
I don't think the 45 does it because there's too much mass.
Yeah, that's going too slow.
Too slow, too much mass. Same thing with the
But if
44.
we put 2 or 3 behind it, see how many can go through, or if
And
it
then-
can go through. Or,
And then maybe we'll get out the rifles too. I mean, I've got a pretty decent stack of them over here. There's 4,000 flyers over there and 250 round bundles. So, well, maybe we'll bust out some rifles too and see what that
sure.
does, or maybe do some drills. We'll do some build drills or something,
Jeez, with
some
my
up
new pistol.
drills, some
Yeah.
fucking.
Something. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Now we were gonna do some
I need to sleep
some
tonight.
dummy knife shit, but
I brought the airsoft in. I've got
it's so wet out there. I don't know if like
Yeah.
moving around and shit will end up fucking on the mud.
Yeah, and I don't really want to fuck you, so
No,
we'll end up fucking on the mud. No, that's not how this.
this is not how this is going down.
We ended up falling in the mud. But
Salvin says nope. 9mm won't go through that brick. Nope. Kennedon says I think the 357 will go right through them. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow. I've got a Cimarron 357 in the house. We can find out, but we can only find out together.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw iVideo today. That's how it's written. I saw iVideo today. Guy was shooting a fire hydrant with a 9mm 30-06 44 mag and 50 BMG. Was that Demolition Ranch or was that Kentucky Ballistics?
Demolition Ranch retired.
Yeah, he did. Pussy. Confetti Day. No, Salvin, I'm going to throw some duct tape around them to try to keep them from busting apart. That is the game plan, is to kind of wrap them up a little bit so they don't just explode into confetti. Because I want to see, because if they bust
Crack
apart,
the
you're not
bullet.
going to be able to see how far the bullet went into it.
Yeah. I think stops halfway
Kennedon says 158 grain jacketed.
through. Oof.
Yeah, that'll probably. I think a 357 has a fair chance of getting through one brick. I don't think any caliber will penetrate that. And you might be right, MG. I think if the 357 doesn't get through there, nothing else will. Or at least I don't have anything else that will.
For pistols.
Right, for pistols. Now, if I had a 5.7, I think a 5.7 might have a decent chance of getting through it just because it's so damn
Speed.
fast.
Yeah.
A 22-250 would probably blow through 3 or 4 of them.
Think.
Oh, yeah, the
How
22-250.
much is the AR going to go to? Full Metal
1.5.
Jacket, ballistic tip, 1.5.
I think it zips right through the first one and dumps so much energy that it just buries itself into the first 10, 15 flyers into the next one.
That's
Like,
it.
you'll be able to see the bullet.
No way. I think it's gonna go further. I just did it with my uncle last weekend before, whatever it was, on 4x4s. Shot 4x4s with the
You might be right. I could
Ballistic
totally
tip.
be wrong.
ballistic tip right through the 4x4.
I just know that-
smash through the
I just
second
know that 5.56 tends to break apart. When it hits hard objects, it tends to break up pretty quick.
depending on the ammo too. Yeah, I put an 855 in there and went through a few of the 4x4s.
Right. Well, as the bullet
Small
breaks
bullets.
up, it loses its energy. So, that 8.55, that's got that solid core in it. So,
Bimetal. SS-109s have a solid core. I got some in the car too. They're all loaded mags. But yeah.
Typo King, by the way, I know it was a typo, man. I'm busting balls. It's okay. The hydrant was shot with a 450 Bushmaster. Well, that cast steel, man. The thing about cast is that it's strong all the way up until it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a very narrow window from where it's good to go to where complete fail is like a margin that wide.
It's almost brittle.
Right. And you're right, it is brittle. You just got to hit it really fucking hard. And it takes a big, heavy round like a 450 Bushmaster or a 50 BMG. I don't even think a 50 BMG, when Matt shot it, maybe the A-pit rounds, the armor-piercing incendiaries, those might have punched through it, but I don't think any of the other rounds even got through the manhole cover. Oh, yeah, dude. It was a great video. He made so many jokes about his manhole. Look, we'll see if this 50 BMG puts a hole in my manhole.
It was not last summer, but the summer before. I got it on Rumble video shooting that 50 BMG with the AP rounds, the incendiary ones, and a hanging half-inch AR 500 hanging punched thumb-sized holes through it. Just poof,
Nice.
100 yards, just punched holes. Collapsed the whole target on one of the
Well,
shots.
I think we're going to find out tomorrow, Kenadon. As long as the weather stays okay, I think we can manage the wet range and we can manage the chilly day
Put some boots on.
to get out there and bust some of these things up. You know, I think we can manage that.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, we'll run through, like I said, we'll run through 4 or 5 different caliber pistols, and then we'll run through at least 3 or 4 different caliber rifles. You know, I want to do, like when we do the 5.56, I want to do one out of the AR-15, and then I want to do one out of the H&R Topper single shot break action 223 gun. We'll use the same ammo in both guns. It has to be 223. The H&R gun requires 223. But we'll shoot them both with 223, one from the bolt action gun and one from the single shot gun, and see if there's any difference in penetration. I'm kind of curious about that. You know, is that little bit of loss of energy from cycling the bolt enough to be able to visually see on the target? I'm kind of curious.
The next one,
Right? Did it?
all the way.
Because once we hit the target, we'll be able to cut the tape on one end of it and kind of peel them apart and see just how far it gets through the brick.
Yeah.
Like we'll be able to see, did it get an inch? Did it get 4 inches? Well, 3 inches, 2.5.
That's probably about 3 inches.
Right.
I don't want to measure it. You do like a measurement app on your phone.
6 shot won't over penetrate. Oh, you know, I mean, that same theory applies though with the revolvers. If you're shooting a semi-automatic, even a 357, if you're running a semi-auto with it, you're going to lose a little bit of energy. But if you're in a revolver, you shouldn't lose any energy, should you? Or maybe some of that gas that escapes around the cylinder, maybe that would be a little bit of a loss of energy.
Yeah, maybe.
But I can guarantee if you put a 357 into a 16-inch rifle, it's going to produce way more fucking.
It goes right over.
Oh, it just zips out the end of that barrel. Man. That bitch be cooking.
Getting something like that, a lever action, once I get out there, get a lever action and 357. Don't tell me I just ripped that. Well, maybe not. But 357 Magnum lever action would be kind of fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, that 44
That's
Magnum's
expensive.
pretty fun, but
Yeah,
it's just a little spendy to shoot.
A little, yeah. Oh, shit. Cheaper to shoot 308 for fuck's sake. Oh, shit.
Yep. We are at 138, isn't it? Yeah, 138. You want to keep going? You want to kill it?
138.
It's midnight. Well, we've been going for an hour and 38 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm tired. I can go to bed whenever.
All right. Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and kill it for the night. I'm fucking beat too. This hunting and fishing expo just gassed me out. It's awesome that Andy was able to stay up this late. We are so out of his comfort zone when it comes to sleep hours.
It's about time to wake up.
Right. His sleep schedule has basically flipped upside down to be able to hang out down here this weekend.
Yeah.
Right. He's awake when he should be asleep and asleep when he should be awake. He's all fucked up, waking up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, is it time? Oh, no, go back to sleep.
Go back to bed.
Fuck, I can't go back to sleep. I'm supposed to be awake right now. My body says I need to do stuff. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
That's why I need to quit my job.
I gained over 30 feet per second and 45 ACP out of a carbine over a pistol. I believe that.
Yeah.
Good night. Good night. Okay, look forward to the ballistics test. Freda's, you got footage from the expo. I did. There's a short video that I posted on here on Rumble. It's like a montage video. And then I will be posting the gun raffle giveaway on Facebook here in the next hour or so. I'm being ready to go into the house and start gearing up to go to bed. So I'll try to get that posted tonight. But then, I don't know, you got some footage from the expo, didn't you?
Yeah, I did put the one buck earring thing up there, but did a lot.
Did you post anything to Rumble?
No.
Maybe in the next couple of days,
Yeah.
Andy will post some of the stuff he got up over on Rumble.
Yeah, I could try to do that. Some knives. There's actually a couple.
But yeah, I didn't get a lot of footage this weekend. I was just simply busy. And when I wasn't busy, I was so freaking exhausted that I didn't really feel like doing much of anything besides doing nothing at all.
Trying to eat something.
Right. Try to get some food in, decompress a little bit so I could lay down and go to sleep. Because, my mind is just cruising at 3,000 miles an hour from the time I got up Friday morning until now. Just going, trying to keep up with all the details and the little this and the little that and carpets to go over the extension cords and tape to put on the floor and paying this person and not forgetting to get paid by this person and making sure all the damn grab bags are put together in time for the doors to open and free tickets for the gun raffle. And Jesus, fuck me running. There's so many moving pieces and everybody under the sun wants to tell me how I'm doing it wrong, but nobody wants to step up and show me how I'm doing it wrong. I'm going to armchair quarterback you into oblivion, you little swipper snapper. It's like, dude, I'm 10 years older than you. And I've been doing this for like 10 years. You've never put on an event of any kind. You can't even organize your kid's birthday party, you fucking retard. All right, guys, be sure to live your lives to the fullest. Anything less is an injustice to yourself and every single person around you. I'm Paul Riley. That's Andy over there. Be sure to check out Always Survive. Hit that like, subscribe. All that rumble mumbo jumbo. And be sure to stay free, America, if you can. I didn't even do the outro tonight. Fuck it. No, it's still going. It was supposed to end. In stream failed. The stream is still active. Select delete room. Well, that seems odd. It won't let me close it. Well, maybe I'll just go ahead and play that. It won't do it.
Yeah.
It won't do it. End room. End stream. End and close room. It says no.
Do it on YouTube and everything.
So time to shut up and shoot.
Jump in my Chevy if you're ready to ride.
Hi, here we go.
I got a baby blown over with a demon inside me.
Mad Tech Industries, the official Cerakoter for therapy.